Excuse my French, but I think he overfilled it. It was kind of a younger guy, but it was a express tire, huge mechanic shop. But you know, who knows? The kid wasn't watching what he was doing. I don't know, but he might have overfilled my oil. So I don't know. And that may be what's causing the leak. Hopefully there's no damage done. The reality is there's nothing I can do about it right now. I might have the tools to drain the oil down a little bit, but I think what I'm going to do is the next bigger town I get into, I'm going to just go in there, find a mechanic and ask him his opinion. But the reason why we stopped is because I got a check engine or gauge light thing go on, and my engine temperature was up in the red, like yellow red, which is not good. And so I pulled over as soon as it beeped and let me know. I've been watching my gauges because I just am nervous that way. And as soon as I saw it, I pulled over. We got off the road. I got the hood up. And then when I went, the weirdest thing though, and the gauge was showing hot, right? So maybe what happened is there's something in the coolant system. I forget the name of it. But you can see that's the thing right there. Can you see that right there? That gauge, it was all the way up into the red there. That gauge was just up into the red, and literally I pulled over, I turned the vehicle off, and then got out to look underneath to see if any coolant was leaking out, because that's usually, sometimes that'll happen. But it seems like I've got coolant in my reservoir. I'm letting it all cool off. I'm gonna let it way cool down. We'll stay here for maybe 20, 30 minutes, let it completely cool down. And then I can open up that reservoir, make sure I have the extra coolant in there. I should. Levels were fine, there's nothing dripping out. And then, but the weird thing is, like what I'm saying, as soon as I pulled over, I turned off the engine, I came out, I opened up the hood, I went back in and I turned the engine, not turned it over, but just turned on all the electronics, and I looked back at the panel and the gauge was where it was supposed to be. So I don't know. Hopefully that's just a mistake. Hopefully nothing will come on. I think what I'm gonna probably do, like I said though, as soon as I get into the next town, there's always these small little garages along the way, mechanics all through here, and it's a Ford. These guys down here, they know how to work on Fords. But I know for a fact La Paz is a big town, and then also Cabo San Lucas, and they'll have Ford dealers there. So we'll just have to probably go in there and maybe have a mechanic take a look at it if it comes and does it again. If it does it again, we're just gonna have to keep pulling off, let the car sit for 20, 30 minutes and then try and go again. But that was the weirdest thing. The gauge was all the way up in the red. The warning light thing was on, the dinger was going off, and then I pull over, I turn the engine off and turn it back on, just the electronics, and the gauge was back where it should be. So, and the whole way it's been like that. Nothing is dripping out. There's no oil dripping out. There's oil in the engine, and it is a little high on the dipstick. It's higher than max. So I'm thinking maybe that's part of the problem. I hope he didn't mess something up, because you can mess it up pretty bad overfilling an engine with oil. So, oh well. I mean, I don't know what to do. So I guess that's it. Hopefully another 20 minutes and then we can head down the road if it cools down. So, all right. Right on, well, good news, because the Baja, the people are amazing. Everyone here helps each other because it's desert, it's dangerous, people die out here. So we're so stoked. These guys, thank you so much. They got a friend who has a tow truck and can probably tow me out of here. So between Justin and them, I should be getting out of here maybe next day or two. Problem is today's New Year's, so probably not gonna happen today, but hopefully by tomorrow or something, we'll be out of here. But otherwise, it's all good. Well, I just drove it a little bit, but not very far because it was just too hot. But I went to just start it right now, and the engine seized. It's done. No more truck. That's it. That's the end of a season. Fuck, what are you gonna do? Shit happens. Shit happens in life. Maybe it's a big test for me. Maybe it saved me from going down the road and getting in an accident. I don't know what your plans are for me, God, but I gotta accept this. Fuck, it sucks. But what can I do about it? Nothing. There is nothing I can do about this right now. Truck engine is seized. the people who filled up my oil did the damage. At least I went back to their shop and said, hey, something's going on. You guys did something. If I go to a court of law, that's probably what it'll be. I'm gonna end up taking it to a Ford dealer and have them write a whole synopsis up of what happened and why. And then I'm gonna take them to court, I guess. That's all I can do. I'm gonna probably have to hire a lawyer. Winagi and I are gonna have to figure out a living situation because that's our house right there, sitting right there. So until that truck gets fixed, which is gonna take some time, I don't know. But some sort of adventures, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to do. That's it. That's all. Oh well. Well, we're gonna enjoy our time down here in the desert. I think I'm gonna raise the top of the rig. We're gonna get in back and just relax and hang out because there's nothing else to do. We'll drink water, get hydrated, feed her, feed me, eat some food, relax. The problem is too, my phone, this is no service here. Phone doesn't work here. My T-Mobile works in Mexico, which is awesome. But I mean, out here in the desert, there's some real, I guess they call them blackout areas or whatever you want to call them. There's just no phone service. So there's nothing left to do but relax. And yeah, because engine's done in this truck. They might be able to repair it, but I think it's probably done because the water and oil mixed and it's seized up. Maybe if they drain out all the oil, all the water, everything, they fix the seals and everything that went wrong inside the engine, they might be able to get it back running again, but it's gonna be a big job. The reality is it's probably dust, and I'm gonna probably have to, I don't know, we'll see. I don't need to worry about, I'm probably gonna, right? Because that's the future and I have no idea how this is gonna pan out. So, but a lesson in life to learn. And my lesson is just to let go and let God, right? And just be like, dude, take care of it. I'll do the next indicated thing, right? Get towed somewhere, get it to a Ford dealer, try and get it documented, what they can best tell me what happened to the truck and why, and then go from there. So that's it. All right. I'm nuts right now a little bit. It's overwhelming because everything I own is in this truck right now. And so I can't leave it, you know what I mean? But luckily enough, my parents gave me a little bit of money for Christmas. I'm so grateful for, because that's probably, the amount they gave me is probably what's gonna take to get it towed all the way back into the United States if that's what I need to do. So I guess that's it. All right, peace out. So my engine's blown in my truck. I don't know what else to do. I'm stranded in the middle of the desert in Baja, Mexico. Hopefully, some nice people pulled over, had one guy helping me. He's supposed to try and help get a tow truck, possibly. And then another family was heading south, and this guy said he had one of his amigos, his compadres, has a truck, tow truck. And so that's all we can do. So I burned some sage. I don't know what else to do because I got some fucking trouble on me and I don't know why. I've had a lot of things, feels like a lot of things have been kind of going wrong lately. And I don't know if that's just my head telling me that or what it is, but you know, sometimes it just feels like shit doesn't go right, you know, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try. And so, you know, the only thing I know how to do is, I learned at Standing Rock, is cleanse myself. And I built this drum myself. It was sacred drum, family drum from a friend's elk, and done in a very ethical and heartfelt manner. It was attained, and with spirit, you know. And so it's New Year's Eve right now, and for no rhyme or reason. I mean, I know why. It's from what I understand, it's the guy put too much oil in my engine, and that's a no-no. And my oil stick right now, you can see the oil's above the full mark. It's onto the stick part that it shouldn't be. It's above max, way above max. So there's probably maybe an extra 2 quarts more than it should have in there. I don't know what he did, but irregardless, there's nothing I can do about it at this point. I fed Winagi. We popped the top on the trailer. We're just gonna hang out here till someone comes and shows up to tow us. Hopefully it'll be today, maybe it'll be tomorrow, because today is New Year's. So it'll be pretty tough. to get someone probably today, but we're gonna have to get towed. We're still in Baja Norte, but we're almost all the way down to the next transition zone. We're probably I drove 6 hours yesterday, so 6, 7, 8. We're probably 9 hours from the border, Tijuana border, south in Baja, Mexico. And we have to at least get to Ensenada because there is a Ford dealership there, and I guess I can get it serviced there and get all the paperwork from a Ford dealer, and they can diagnose what happens based on what I tell them and what they see in the engine, and hopefully that'll be enough to go after those people at this other company in San Diego who did my oil change. And there was obviously something not right. I knew it because as soon as I got the oil change done, I immediately had oil leak. It wasn't huge, it was just dripping, and I noticed it over the past, since the oil changed, it was like 2 days I noticed it. And so I immediately took it back to that, and the guy looked at it who did the oil change, and he couldn't see anything wrong with it. I'm only 4 days from when the oil change happened and my engine blew. And there's no reason why my engine should have blown. It's because the oil stick is showing too much oil in there. And that's what happened. The pressure is a result. The drip that happened as soon as the oil change happened was a result of pressure in the engine, and it was too much for it, and it bypassed something or blew a head gasket in the engine, and the coolant mixed with the engine oil somewhere in that engine, and the engine is seized. So that's it. I know I love you. It's okay. So I'm gonna just play the drum, burn sage. We're hanging out in the desert. What do you do in the middle of Baja, Mexico, in the desert, no phone service, and you blew your engine in your car because of someone else, and there's nothing I can do, absolutely nothing. It's New Year's Eve right now. Everyone's out. There's no phone service here. Winagi and me in the desert. Nothing I can do but play my drum and hang out. Happy New Year. There was actually indigenous people here in this very area right here. Their cave paintings are just up the ways a little bit, so I'll just do that. I'll pay homage to them because I can't do anything about my own life right now. Absolutely nothing. Sometimes you gotta wonder if there's something else you should be doing in life, and it's just that you didn't pay attention to it or something, and maybe that's why my truck broke down. There's no rhyme or reason. I mean, yeah, the guy put too much oil in the engine, but what? I just bought this truck. It only had 75,000 miles on it, in great condition, well maintained, taken care of, and I get it the first oil change I do, and I went to a shop, a big shop, tire shop, and they do all sorts of auto mechanic stuff, and they have oil change, and I paid, it was like $200 and something for the oil change, and well, I mean, no rhyme or reason, right? Is it gremlins? Am I got a dark entity on me that fucking curses me and makes shit go wrong? God, I don't understand it. I mean, holy shit, everyone has problems in life, everyone, and there's people that are suffering so much worse than me. I know this is true. I know this is true. And but it doesn't change the fact that life sucks sometimes. And right now, life fucking sucks. It sucks. Literally, life sucks right now. Because I was so excited. I did all my paperwork. You know, I did the oil change. I did everything. I got insurance on my truck for down here in case there was an accident. I took care of everything. And it was for Winagi and I to go down here and just have an amazing experience and share it on our channel. And adventures and fishing and paddle boarding down in the Sea of Cortez. And, you know, that's all gone. And no rhyme or reason. Just is. Life happened. Bad shit happens sometimes to good people, right? And I haven't wronged anyone. There's no reason why karma should be kicking me in the ass right now. I don't think. Like, I'm honest. I don't mistreat people. Like, I'm straightforward with them. Like, I get upset about things and stuff, sure, but I don't act out on people and harm them, like physically or anything. Like, and I might get upset about something, but I'll go and like might have a little whatever in my voice, but that's the worst of it. Like, fuck. God. Fuck is right. Just sometimes, fuck. I mean, we'll get out of this, you know, in a fucking month, you know, who knows? Something will be different, you know. I'm grateful that I just heard a donkey up there. Or was that you? You okay? Don't be choking. Come here. Come on. All I need is you to get a bad thing going on. Come here. Come on. Yeah, all I need right now is Winagi to get sick or hurt or something. So, but she's okay. You know, Winagi's okay, and that's really, that's all that really matters, right? That this little girl is okay. Yeah, she's doing okay. We got plenty of water. She's coughing up something or something, but you got plenty of water. You okay? Yeah, what are you doing? Don't be getting all crazy. Don't be getting all crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's your drum too. Yeah, that's your drum too. It is. But, yeah, life got lifing today, man. Life got lifing, but it's, I mean, in all, it is a pretty beautiful place, Baja. These cactuses are amazing, you know, and this will all work out. I mean, I don't have to be anywhere really. So, I mean, it's not like I'm late for a date or an appointment. We have food and water to last probably, we probably got enough to last a week and a half. Hopefully we won't be sitting here for a week and a half. But come on, come here. Hey, don't be digging over there. Come on, that bad stuff. Come on, we don't know what that is. You come here. Okay, sit. So, we're just fucking, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Yeah. Who fucking knows? Huh? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? I don't fucking know. I'm definitely confused though. Stay. I'm definitely sit right now. Sit right now. Oh, okay. Good girl. I definitely am confused though, because man, just everything was supposed to be a certain way. I guess I had expectations that it would turn out a certain way, and it didn't. Did it? Oh, fucking A. Come